As we have already told you in previous videos, Elon Musk has criticized WhatsApp privacy policies many times, and it is getting more serious. The European Union fined WhatsApp hundreds of millions of dollars because the platform has violated several laws pertaining to its users, and it seems like WhatsApp has lost control of the situation. In addition, WhatsApp got into a big scandal after it was revealed that the company was sharing its users' private data with Facebook's business clients without the users' consent, in violation of their privacy rights. Meta is now facing serious legal repercussions for breaking these rules. The EU has criticized WhatsApp and its new privacy policy, claiming that the platform forced users into an agreement by making it appear as though they had a choice when, in reality, their sensitive data would be shared regardless. With that, WhatsApp is accused of sharing some sensitive information about users with third parties. The situation is serious that even specific governments got involved. For example, Germany and Japan have finalized their rules to protect users' platform rights in case personal information is shared, including purchasing history and location details. Furthermore, Elon Musk came out and suggested a very interesting solution for WhatsApp to solve this issue. But a more important question is, what type of your sensitive information has been leaked by WhatsApp to third parties? Well, let's explain. First, it was in January 2021 that WhatsApp announced that it permits to share certain data with Facebook and other group companies. It stated that the modifications will concern people's messages with companies while avoiding interference in personal conversations. The European Consumer Organization, BECU, and 8 of its members criticized the adjustments and complained to the European Commission and the European Network of Consumer Regulators, alleging that WhatsApp was unlawfully forcing users to adopt its new policies. The content of these alerts, as well as their type, timing, and frequency, place excessive strain on users and limit their freedom of choice. As such, they violate the EU directive on unfair commercial practices, according to the group in a joint statement. The ongoing evolution of AI, with the machine learning capabilities of super platforms such as WhatsApp and Facebook, has already generated a global debate on the more efficient use of competition law as a vital tool for addressing super platforms, with its core tool being the provision of dominance abuse against exclusionary conduct. The compliance of competition law initially involves whether to order super platforms to make their data accessible to their rivals. In a tweet addressed on WhatsApp, Elon Musk also urged that users switch to the Signal app. This tweet came just after WhatsApp announced a change to its privacy policies. The Signal Foundation is the organization that developed the latest end-to-end encryption standards, known as the Double Ratchet Key Switch and the X3DH Key Exchange standards. These are now the de facto instant messaging standard. In some form or another, all businesses who claim to employ end-to-end encryption use X3DH and Double Ratchet Key Switch. The Signal Foundation is a non-profit organization dedicated to data security. They only do that. They don't require complex servers like Facebook, nor do they need an over-the-top development crew like Facebook, because they don't deal with consumers' data. This is how they can provide a decent product at a lower cost and keep it functioning for a longer period. Facebook and Telegram cannot do so, since they are for-profit businesses. They must generate revenue. Both understand the importance of data and advertisements, but unlike Facebook, Telegram is loaded with unnecessary information to generate cash. The investigation will now proceed against WhatsApp for suspected abuse of its dominant position in determining the entire extent, scope, and effect of data sharing through users' involuntary agreement. Traditionally, privacy and data protection concerns have been viewed as topics laying beyond the ambit of competition law, since they are covered under specific legislation in mature nations, such as the General Data Protection Regulation (GDPR) in the European Union. There are precedents. In 2018, the German Federal Cartel Office ruled against Facebook that if a dominant business makes the use of its service conditional on the consumer giving the company extensive approval to use his or her personal information, this can be considered exploitive business terms, thus an abuse of dominant position. Japan has finalized rules that declare that any use of personal information, including users' purchasing history and location, without their agreement constitutes a misuse of a superior negotiating position, a breach of Japan's Anti-Monopoly Act. WhatsApp, which is owned by Facebook, has been fined €225 million for violating the European Union's data privacy rules. The decision was announced by Ireland's Data Protection Commission, DPC, in an 89-page summary mentioning that WhatsApp failed to properly inform EU citizens about how it handles their data and how it shares that data with its parent company. WhatsApp has been instructed to refresh its already long and complex privacy policy and modify the way it alerts the user about data sharing. This will bring it in line with Europe's GDPR and controls how tech companies in the EU collect and use data. GDPR went into effect in May of 2018, and soon after WhatsApp was among the first companies to face privacy lawsuits as a result of the regulation. A WhatsApp spokesman declared that the corporation will appeal the ruling. They justified it by saying how WhatsApp is dedicated to providing a safe and secure service. They have functioned and will continue to strive to ensure that the data we provide is clear and thorough. Along with that, they strongly disagree with the decision regarding the transparency they provided to individuals, and the penalties are completely disproportionate. The DPC decision, which follows an investigation that began in 2018, is the second largest fine imposed under general data protection regulations. Amazon had also been penalised a record $887 million in July for violating EU privacy laws. The news spread on social media that a new form of malware known as Agent Smith had silently dispersed to over 25 million cell devices around the world, raising concerns about WhatsApp security. Analysts claim malware was clandestinely downloaded onto smartphones when users tried to install software like WhatsApp. Instead of the app, the user was going to download dangerous malware, having left their mobile device incredibly defenseless. The newest malware attack is simply the latest in a long line of security blunders associated with WhatsApp, the popular consumer chat app. Agent Smith is a special variant of a particularly dangerous malware that substitutes popular apps on people's phones without their understanding. The updated version of the phony app then showcases a slew of advertisements directly on the user's phone. The malware operates by taking advantage of flaws in various operating systems. The Agent Smith strikes were most severe in Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States. So far, the attack would seem to have been focused on selling advertising on mobile devices, but some security professionals have tried to warn that this malware might quickly be employed for more malicious intent, such as stealing somebody's bank details or spying on unsuspected people via their webcam or microphones. WhatsApp's popularity has also made it an ideal place for fraudsters to look for potential victims. The Singapore Police Force, SPF, issued a fresh crime advisory about a WhatsApp hacking fraud just days well before Agent Smith's strikes made the headlines. The fraud would start with a target having received a text message from a registered phone number just on the victim's address book, whose profile had already been compromised, requesting a 6-digit confirmation email be sent to the victim's mobile. When a victim falls for the trick and has sent the security code, they lose the total power of their WhatsApp account. Spammers, scam artists, and cybercriminals are abound in consumer chat apps such as WhatsApp. Nonetheless, businesses continue to use these systems on a daily basis to communicate sensitive internal business information. In light of the current GDPR, your frontline employees must use a compliant, encrypted messaging framework. Otherwise, your company may be susceptible to outside threats. To ensure customer comfort, WhatsApp has included a new presentation document for viewing messages. Some beta testers will have access to this update. WhatsApp previously introduced a screenshot safeguard feature for view-only messages and videos. This characteristic does not allow the user to take a screenshot of the image sent via View Once images. The new feature is currently accessible to some beta testers and will be made available to more consumers in the days ahead. That's it for today. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell